Hello, welcome back to another episode of Cameron's Tidbits. Today is going to be a little slower. My entire family and I are recovering from the flu, so I'm not exactly, up for doing some sort of big project. But I still gotta get something out, right? So what we're going to do is run through my everyday carry, what I have on me, and then what I like to keep in my car. I've got my mini Diet Coke and a nice table here for proper presentation. Oh, yeah, give me one of these. All right, let's get to it. So first things first is my phone. It's a iPhone something. I used to be a staunch Android Samsung guy. And now I have an iPhone. Honestly, I like it, and I haven't gone back to Android since getting an iPhone, so whatever that means. And then I like to carry light. So obviously, wallet, as thin of wallet as I could possibly get. It's amazing what I have in here, but a nice genuine leather wallet with a money clip inside. I like this wallet a lot. And then I carry a Leatherman. This is the Leatherman Curl. Yeah, that. And then I usually carry some sort of flashlight. I don't have it on me right now. I either carry the rechargeable Streamlight Micro, I believe it is, or the Olight Arcfeld, one of those two. The Arcfeld is a little bit bigger, but it's got the laser pointer on it if I need it, and the battery lasts forever. But the Streamlight is just nice and tiny. It's only about that long. It's rechargeable. It's got two different options as far as light or the power is concerned. But yeah, these three things I have on me almost all the time. You'll catch me with these three things. So I am what you might refer to as a bit of a nervous person. I like to be prepared, or at least I like to think that I'm prepared for bad situations. The stuff that I keep in my car, that stuff's like worst case scenario. Like if I have to live out of my car for 3 days, this is the stuff that I have with me to, either help me or my family in one of those worst case scenario situations. So let's get into my stuff. So the first thing I carry is this. This is the a jump pack. Noco is the brand. I cannot believe how much I use this. Not necessarily just for like jumping cars. I've helped a lot of people just in parking lots or at work, jump starting like my tractor. I mean, it really, really comes in handy. I can't believe I've gone, I mean, this was a fairly recent addition within the past like year or so. I cannot believe I ever lived without one of these. This is awesome. I would recommend everyone have one of these in your car. Even if you never really think you're gonna use it, it's also a battery bank. Like I could charge my phone for probably a month on this thing. That's not like real math or anything, but I mean for quite some time, right? So if I was in a situation, right, worst case scenario, if I was in a situation where, I can't run the engine of my car and I need to charge my phone for whatever reason that might be, right? I've got this, right? And I always keep it charged, usually once a month or so. I end up just bringing it inside and charging it up. My brother-in-law, shout out, he keeps his just plugged in perpetually in the back of his truck. He just plugs it in. Anytime his truck's running, it's charging. So jump pack. Get yourself a jump pack because I love mine. The next thing I've used this so much, I can't believe it. A battery-powered air compressor for pumping up tires. Oh my gosh. This thing comes in handy when you need it and you have it with you. Oh, it's so nice. It is so nice. So this is a Milwaukee. I don't know the exact model of this one. It takes the M18 batteries. It lasts quite some time on just one charge and one battery. It has earned its place in my car probably forever. All right, what's next? This is one that, this is overkill. I understand this is overkill, but oh man, I've had to use, when I do have to break this thing out and use it, I'm really glad I have it. This is just a basic mechanics Craftsman tool set. It's got 3/8, half, and 1/4 inch sockets, deep well, metric, standard. It's got screwdrivers in there. It's got a couple of, box wrenches. It's got an Allen set in there. I've really only had to use this, I think 2 or 3 times. Like legitimately, I'm on the side of the road and I gotta do something. This really comes in handy. Would I recommend doing that? No, you shouldn't do that. But if you need to, this came in handy. This was also an Amazon special. I think I got that for like $100 on a Prime Day deal. I'm glad I did, and same thing, that has earned its spot, in the back of my car, probably forever. So the other items, those 3 first items, those I think the majority of people could understand like why I would have those in my car. This next one is a conglomeration of many things. Anytime I tell people I have this in my car, they think I'm absolutely insane. They either think it's the best idea ever and they want to get their own, or they laugh at me. Either way, it's good conversation. But this is, I didn't choose this Digicam bag specifically for this purpose. I just happened to have it. Well, actually, I didn't happen to have it. It was my brother's, that then my mom had, that then I borrowed long term. I've used this a handful of times. Okay, side pocket is my water, I believe. Yep, this is 1 liter or 1,000 mils of fresh water. On the front, first aid kit. In the bottom here, more water. And then in this bag, I have a couple of things. Obviously, I don't want to get wet if need be. I've got 100 feet of paracord, a Mylar emergency blanket, probably 150 yards of 8-pound braid fishing line. Oh no, it's 10-pound, sorry. 10-pound fishing braid, a mini roll of black Gorilla duct tape, and then a tiny little pocket slingshot. Front pocket, I am from Michigan, so I have a laminated Rand McNally map of Michigan and all of the interstates. Along with this, a nice compass, which is on a tether so I don't accidentally drop it, lose it, or break it, because I do that stuff. Also in this pouch, I have a fixed blade knife. This one's pretty straightforward. So fixed blade knife, a pair of sunglasses just to look cool and for no other reason. Flashlight, Kachiga, rechargeable, obviously. It has a little flash mode on there in case I like break down on the side of the road and have to attach it to my roof so it's flashing, right? A couple other things in here I'm not gonna pull out because you know what they look like. Phone charger, iPhone charger, and then chargers for all of the rechargeable things I have, so the flashlight and the power bank. So in the big pouch, first things first, keep a foldable saw. I have an MSR all fuel stove that I keep in here. And then along with the stove, a mess kit. In here, I have the best fire starter known to man. And there's no way you can possibly convince me otherwise. The Bic lighter. Next on the list, some hygiene items. So I have a toothbrush with some toothpaste, half a bar of Castile soap, pill bottle that has a mixture of different pills in it, pain relievers and killers, fever reducers, antihistamines. And then, because I'm a nerd, a pack of Star Wars playing cards, because you never know. Last but not least, probably the most important thing for me, keep a thing of sunscreen in there. This stuff's kind of fun. This is a brick of calories, okay? So it's 9 servings of 410 calorie little cookie things. Just a dense brick of calories. And then just some boring stuff. So this is my water stuff. I keep, like I said earlier, the Life Straw in there that attaches to the top of the water bottle so I can filter water if need be. And then I also have these sanitizing tablets. Then I have a spare set of underwear and socks. So wool socks, I think it's a blend. I think it's Smart Wool socks. And then just a pair of cotton underwear. So again, don't be gross. Keep a set in your car. That's basically it. I don't think I missed anything like I thought I might. This bag just sits in my in the back of my car and stays there until I need it. Which, like I said, I've used it a couple of times. It's come in handy a handful of times, but I've never really had to sit in my car for 3 days. Well, thanks for joining me on another episode of Cameron's Tidbits. This one was a little bit slower, a little bit, a bit more dialogue, a lot less like actually doing things. A couple of projects that I've got in mind for the future here that I think we're gonna end up doing in the next couple of weeks. I have a cat, and my cat is a menace. He's a murderous machine, and so he lives outside and he's got these crazy sharp claws that he likes to sharpen on our wood posts in front of our house, and I'm just not having that anymore. He's starting to tear them up. I want to find a way that he doesn't do that. So I think I've got a pretty cool solution for it, but it's got to be a little bit warmer out for me to actually stand out there and deal with that. But that should happen soon. It's warming up a little bit. Today's the coldest day. It's been about a week. That's why I've still got the fire going, because it do be cold still. Be sure to keep an eye out for those videos coming up soon. Appreciate you being here and hanging out with me a little bit. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, good on you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Cameron's Tidbits. Like my brother always says, just take my stuff. We'll see you next time.